These phyla are contain open type of circulation. Okay, this is over the open type of. Next, come to the closed type of circulation. Okay, the circulation of blood occur within the blood vessels and blood capillaries. The circulation of blood occur within the blood vessels and blood capillaries. This is called closed type of circulation. This is called closed type of circulation. Okay, right. Example to closed type of circulation. Example to closed type of circulation. Example to closed type of circulation. Cephalopod. 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 This is the only class. Cephalopoda class. Cephalopoda class. Next, cephalochordata. Cephalochordata. These subphylum. Cephalochordata is one of the subphylum in the phylum of chordata. These subphylum. These subphylum. Okay. Cephalopoda class. Cephalopoda class. Cephalochordata. Phylum. Cephalochordata. Phylum. And vertebrate. Vertebrate. And vertebrate. Vertebrate is also one of the subphylum. So one of the subphylum. Okay. Right. In these organisms, exhibit closed type of, and also uh, leech, earthworm, earthworm, earthworm. In these organisms contain closed type of circulation. Closed type of circulation. The circulation of blood occur within the blood vessels and blood capillaries. This is called closed type of circulation. Example to closed type of circulation. Cephalopoda class. Next, cephalochordata subphylum. Next, vertebrata subphylum. Okay, and earthworm. So in these organisms, closed type of circulation is occur. Okay. Next, closed type of blood circulation first time formed in earthworm. This is most important bit. Okay, for SSC board examination as well as objective syllabus. Okay, so this is most important. Okay, closed type of circulation. Closed type of circulation first time formed in earthworm. First time formed in earthworm. This is most important bit. So this is over the circulatory pathways. Circulatory pathways, two types: open type of circulation and closed type of circulation. The circulation of blood occur within the sinus or chambers or cavities. This is called open type of circulation. In the open type of circulation, blood vessels are poorly developed. Blood vessels are poorly developed. Next, come to the closed type of circulation. The circulation of blood occur within the blood vessels and blood capillaries. This is called closed type of circulation. Next, example to closed type of circulation. Okay, so these are closed type of circulation. Cephalopoda class in the phylum of mollusca. Next, cephalochordata subphylum in the phylum of chordata. Next, vertebrata subphylum in the phylum of chordata. Okay, and earthworm. In the earthworm, first time closed type of circulatory system formed. So this is most important bit in the earthworm. First time formed the closed type of circulation. Okay. Next, example to open type of circulation: Arthropoda, mollusca, except cephalopoda, echinodermata, and hemichordata. In these organisms, contain open type of circulation. Okay. So this is over the circulatory pathways. Next, come to the circulatory systems in vertebrate organs. Circulatory systems in vertebrate organs. Next, evolution of heart. Evolution of okay. So, right. In fish, in fish, two-chambered heart is present in fish. This is most important bit, Nana. Two-chambered heart. Okay. This is two-chambered heart. Upper chamber is called atria. Lower chamber is called ventricle. Okay. So this is the atria. This is atrium. This is ventricle. This is ventricle. Okay. Two-chambered heart. So this is two chambered heart. Two chambered heart is present in fish. Okay, right. Good. Next, the shape of a fish heart. Shape, shape of fish heart. Yes, shape. The shape of a fish heart. Yes, shape. Okay. Fish heart is also called branchial heart and venous heart. Branchial, branchial heart and venous heart. Venous branchial heart and venous heart. Okay. The shape of a fish heart. The shape of a fish heart. Next, fish heart is also called branchial heart and venous heart. Why fish heart is also called branchial heart and venous heart? Fish heart supplies always blood to only gills. Fish heart supplies always blood to only gills, not entire part of the body. Not entire part of the body. Fish heart supplies blood to only gills, not entire part of the body. So, in Greek language, branchium means gills. Okay, so in Greek language, branchium means gills. Fish heart supplies blood to only gills. So, fish heart is also called branchial heart. Okay, fish heart is also called branchial heart. Okay, next, venous heart. Through the heart of a fish always supplies deoxygenated blood. Through the heart of a fish always supplies deoxygenated, always supplies deoxygenated blood. So fish heart is also called venous heart. Okay, so fish heart is also called venous heart. ఎందుకు? Why? So inside the veins always supplies deoxygenated blood. Likewise, inside the heart of fish always supplies deoxygenated blood. So fish heart is also called venous heart. Okay, so fish heart is also called venous. Okay, so this is the most important bit. Okay, so that is over the fish heart. Next, amphibian. Amphibian. Amphibians is nothing but frogs. Amphibians is nothing but frogs. Okay, amphibians is nothing but frogs. Okay. In the heart of amphibians, three chambers. Upper two chambers are called atria. Lower one chamber is called. This is right atrium. This is the left atrium. Right atrium, left atrium, and only one ventricle is only one ventricle is right. Okay, so this is most important. Okay. So three chambered heart. Okay. So chamber, three chambered heart. Three chambered heart is present in the amphibians. Okay, right. Next one, sinus venosus and three pairs of aortic arches are present. These three pairs of aortic arches supplies blood to all body parts in the ambulance. Three pairs of aortic arches. Okay. Three pairs of three pairs of aortic arches are. Okay. So these three pairs of aortic arches supplies blood to total body. Okay. Supplies blood to total body. Okay. Sinus venosus and conus arteriosus formed in amphibians. Okay. So sinus venosus. Okay. How like formed the sinus venosus? Okay. Two pre-cable veins and one post-cable. Two pre-cable. These are two pre-cable. So this is sinus vein. Two pre-cable. These are pre. It is the left pre-cable. Pre-cable. It is right pre-cable. This is right pre-cable. Okay. It is left pre-cable vein. This is right pre-cable vein. So only one post. This is post cable vein. Okay. So, pre-cable vein kada. Pre-cable vein is also called superior vena. Okay. Pre-cable vein is also called superior vena cave. Superior vena cave. Most important bit is pre-cable vein is also called superior vena. Okay. Superior, superior vena cave. Vena cave. Okay. So, superior vena cave. And right superior vena cave and left superior vena cave. Left superior vena cave. Post cable vein is also called inferior vena cave. Post cable vein is also called inferior vena cave. Okay. So inferior vena. Inferior. Inferior vena cave. Inferior vena. సో ఈ విధంగా గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి. మనకు ఎన్ని టర్మ్స్ ఉన్నాయో అన్ని టర్మ్స్ తెలుసుకోవాలి. ఓకే. ప్రీ కేవల్ వెన్ ఇస్ ఆల్సో కాల్డ్ superior vena cave. Post caval vein is also called inferior vena cave. Inferior vena cave. Okay. So how like formed the sinus venosus? Two pre-caval veins, nothing but left and right pre-caval vein, or left and right superior vena cave. Left and right pre-caval vein, or left and right superior vena cave, unit with post caval vein or inferior vena cave to form a triangular shaped like structure. This is called sinus venosus. Sinus venosus. Okay. This sinus venosus first time formed in amphibians. This is most important bit. Nana. Sinus venosus first time formed in amphibians. Sinus venosus first time formed in amphibians. Okay. So this is okay. Next, mixed circulation and incomplete double. Okay. So in the right atrium, deoxygenated blood is there. In the left atrium, oxygenated blood is there. In the right atrium, deoxygenated blood. In the left atrium, oxygenated blood. Okay. Due to the contraction of both atria, deoxygenated blood and oxygenated blood both are enters into ventricle. Both are enters into ventricle. In the ventricle, both deoxygenated and oxygenated blood both are mixed up in the ventricle to form mixed blood. Okay, so to form mixed blood. So, due to the contraction of ventricle, so this mixed blood supplies to all body parts through three pairs of aortic arteries. Okay, three pairs of aortic arteries. This is most important. Okay, so mixed circulation is present in amphibians. Mixed circulation is present in amphibians. Okay, so enduku why mixed circulation? Due to the presence of single ventricle. Adi answer. Okay, mixed circulation is circulation is okay. This is most important bit. Okay, mixed circulation is reason. What is the reason? Due to the presence of single vent. So due to the presence of single vent. Single due to the presence of single ventricle, mixed circulation is present in amphibians. Okay. Next, in amphibians, incomplete double circulation. Okay, incomplete double. బాగా చూడండి ఇక్కడ ఇంతవరకు సో ఇన్ టూ ఏట్రియా కంప్లీట్ డబుల్ సర్క్యులేషన్. ఓకే, ఇన్ వెంట్రికల్ both deoxygenated blood and oxygenated blood, both deoxygenated blood and oxygenated blood, both are mixed up in the ventricle. Okay, so this is incomplete double circulation. Okay, so ఇంతవరకేమో కంప్లీట్ up to atria complete double circulation, but in ventricle uh, both deoxygenated and oxygenated blood both are mixed up. So this is single circulation. Okay, in ventricle single circulation, not double circulation. So it is incomplete double circulation. Okay, incompletely, incomplete, incomplete double, double, incomplete double, incomplete double circulation. Mixed circulation and incomplete double circulation is present in amphibians. Okay, so ఎందుకు same reason, due to the presence of single ventricle, due to the presence of single ventricle, mixed and incomplete circulation, incomplete double circulation, due to the presence of single ventricle, mixed and incomplete double circulation is present in amphibians. This is most important bit nana గుర్తుపెట్టుకో. So how like formed the sinus venosus? Sinus venosus first time formed in amphibians. How like formed the sinus venosus? Okay, so two pre-caval veins and one post-caval vein unit with one another to form the triangular shape of structure. Okay, so on the heart, this is called sinus venosus. Sinus venosus. Okay. Next, conus arteriosus. Conus arteriosus. This conus arteriosus is opens into ventricle. Important bit. Conus arteriosus. Next, conus conus conus. This conus arteriosus is opens into opens into conus arteriosus is opens into ventricle. Okay, this is most important objective bits as well as SSC board syllabus. Okay, so in the SSC board is a bit beyond the material, so goes to beyond the material also. Okay, the public SSC bit paper, so some of the bits goes to beyond the textbook. Okay, so it is most important bits in the SSC public examination as well as objective mode. Okay, this is over the fish and amphibians. Next, to come to the reptiles. reptiles will okay reptile. What is reptiles? Creeping animals on the land is called reptile. Creeping. Okay. Creep, creeping animals on the land. Creeping. Creeping అంటే ప్రాకడం. Prakadam. Creeping means prakadam. Creeping animals on the land is called reptiles. The study of reptiles is called herpetology. The study of reptiles is called herpetology. Herpetology. Okay. The study of reptiles is called herpetology. Right. In the reptiles are considered poikilodoms. Poikilodoms. Fishes, amphibians, and reptiles. All are considered poikilodoms. This is most important. Okay. Fishes, fishes, amphibian, and reptile. One, two. So these are considered poikilodoms. Poikilodoms are cold-blooded organs. Cold-blooded organs. What is poikilodoms are cold-blooded organs? Organisms body temperature frequently changes depend upon the external environmental temperature. Depend upon the external environmental temperature. Okay, so this is called poikilodoms or cold-blooded. Okay, so fishes, amphibians, and reptiles all are considered poikilodoms or cold-blooded organs. Cold-blooded organs. Okay, right. Next, in reptile, incompletely divided four-chambered heart is present. In reptile, incompletely divided four-chambered heart. This is incompletely divided. Incompletely divided. Ventricle is partially divided. Okay, ventricle is partially or incompletely divided. Okay, so, incompletely, incompletely, incompletely divided. Incompletely divided. Okay, so how many chambers? Incompletely divided four chambers. One, two. It is the right ear. It is the left ear. So this is the ventricle. So this is ventricle is incompletely divided. Ventricle is incompletely divided. Okay, right. So in reptiles, incompletely divided four-chambered heart is present. In reptiles, incompletely divided four-chambered heart is present. Okay, incompletely divided four-chambered. Incompletely divided four-chambered heart. Four-chambered heart is present. This is most important. Okay. So in reptiles, okay, mixed circulation, likewise the amphibians. Okay. So in amphibians, mixed and incompletely double circulation is present. So likewise amphibians in reptiles also. In reptiles also mixed and incomplete double circulation. Mixed and incomplete double. Incomplete. Incomplete double circulation. is most important bit is mixed and incomplete double circulation is present in the reptiles, except crocodiles. Except crocodiles. Okay. Except crocodiles. In crocodiles, completely divided four-chambered heart is okay. So in crocodile, completely divided four-chambered heart is present, due to which complete double circulation is not incomplete double. Complete double circulation is present in crocodilia. So because of due to the presence of completely divided four-chambered heart, completely divided four-chambered heart. Okay, right. So this is over the result. Okay. Next one, sinus venosus is present. Conus arteriosus is absent. Okay, sinus venosus is present. Sinus venous, sinus venosus. So, right. Sinus venous present. Conus arteriosus. Conus arteriosus. Conus arteriosus is absent. This is most important bit. Okay, about the heart of reptiles. Okay. Okay. So repeat once again. Okay. Reptiles means creeping animals on the land. Okay. The study of reptiles is called herpetology. In fishes, amphibians, reptiles. Fishes, amphibians, and reptiles all are 5 kilograms or cold-blooded organisms. Okay. Next, incompletely divided ventricle is present. So, uh, incompletely divided four-chambered heart is present in reptiles. Incompletely divided four-chambered heart is present in reptiles, due to which incomplete double circulation and mixed circulation. Mixed circulation and incomplete double circulation. Likewise, the amphibians. Amphibians also, in amphibians also, mixed and incomplete double circulation is present in amphibians. Likewise, the amphibians in reptiles also, mixed and incomplete double circulation is present. Okay, right. Except crocodilia. So in crocodilia, completely divided four-chambered heart is present. Okay. So next, sinus venosus is present. Conus arteriosus is absent in the heart of reptiles. Okay. So this is the evolution of heart in reptiles. Next one come to the waves and monkeys. Next one come to the waves and monkeys. In waves and monkeys. Okay. In waves and mammals, completely divided four-chambered heart. There is right atrium, there is a left atrium. There is the right ventricle, there is the left ventricle. Okay. So completely divided four-chambered heart is present in males and mammals. Due to the presence of completely divided four-chambered heart, complete double circulation. Okay. So complete double. complete double circulation. Okay. Complete double circulation is okay. Complete double circulation is Induku due to the presence of completely divided four chambered heart in Eves and Mum. So these Eves and Mumbles exhibit complete double circulation due to the presence of completely divided four chambered heart. Okay. Next, sinus venusus and conus arteries. Both are absent. Sinus venusus and conus arteries. Both are absent in the Aves. Both are absent in the heart of Aves and Mumbles. Okay. So this is most important bit to guర్తుపెట్టుకోండి. Right. This is over the evolution of heart. Okay. Right. In fishes, two-chambered heart. In amphibians, three-chambered heart. In reptiles, incompletely divided four-chambered heart. Okay. So due to the presence of incompletely divided ventricle. Okay. So in reptiles, incompletely divided four-chambered heart is present. So why? Due to the presence of incompletely divided ventricle. Due to the presence of incompletely divided ventricle, incompletely divided four-chambered heart is present. Incompletely divided four-chambered heart is this is so already diagram. Okay. Ventricle is incompletely divided. Ventricle. This is the ventricle. This is ventricle is incompletely divided. Due to the presence of incompletely divided ventricle, incompletely divided ventricle, incompletely divided four-chambered heart is present in reptiles. Okay, except crocodile. Except crocodile. Okay, so this is most important. Except crocodile. Okay. Next, in crocodiles, ewes, and monkeys. In crocodiles, ewes, and monkeys. Okay. So in this organ, completely divided four chambered heart. Completely divided four chambered heart. It is right atrium. It is left atrium. It is right ventricle. It is left ventricle. Okay. So in crocodiles, ewes, and mammals, completely divided four chambered heart is okay. So this completely divided four chambered heart which facilitate complete double circulation. Complete double circulation. So in crocodiles, whales and mammals, complete double circulation is present due to the completely divided four chambered ventricle. Due to the completely divided four chambered ventricle. Okay, so the answer. This is most important bit. గుర్తుపెట్టుకోండి. So this is over the evolution of heart. Okay. Next one, human heart. Come to the human heart. The study of heart is called cardiology. The study of heart is called cardiology. What is the location of heart? Mediastinum. Location. Media. Location. Mediastinum. What is mediastinum? The space between two lungs is called mediastinum. The space between two lungs is called mediastinum. space between two lungs is called media. These are, these are the space between two lungs is called mediastinum. In the mediastinum, heart is arranged. The space between two lungs is called mediastinum. In the mediastinum, heart is arranged. Four-chambered heart is arranged in the mediastinum. Okay. Right. Next, heart is a mesodermal organ. Okay. Heart is a muscular, valvular, pulsating organ. Muscular. Heart is a muscular, muscular, pulsating organ. Valvular, valvular. Valvular means presence of valves. Tricuspid valve, bicuspid valve. Okay. Next, pulmonary valve and systemic valve. ఇవి కదా. So, heart is a muscular, valvular, and pulsating organ. What is pulsating? Contraction, relax. Contraction, relax. Okay. Pulsate. Muscular, valvular, pulsating organ. Pulsating organ. It is mesodermal organ. It is mesodermal organ. Mesodermal organ. This is the most important bit. Next, heart is surrounded by double layered pericardium. Heart is surrounded by double layered pericardium. So this is double layered pericardium. This is double layered pericardium. Okay. So outer fibrois pericardium. So this is fibrois pericardium. Inner serous pericardium. Inner serous pericardium. Okay. Outer fibrois pericardium, inner serous pericardium. Okay. In the inner serous pericardium, two layers are present. Okay. So parietal layer, outer parietal layer, and inner visceral. Inner serous pericardium, two layers are present. Two layers are okay. Two layers are present in the inner serous pericardium. What are they? Parietal layer, outer parietal layer, parietal layer, and inner visceral, visceral, visceral layer. Okay, right. Next, outer parietal layer, outer parietal layer. Other two fibrois pericardium. Okay. Outer parietal layer, other two fibrois pericardium. Okay. This is next. The space between two uh, two pericardial layer is called pericardial cavity. So this is pericardial cavity. The space between two pericardial layers is called pericardial cavity. This pericardial cavity filled with fluid. This is called pericardial fluid. Pericardial fluid. Okay. So what is the main function of pericardial fluid? Pericardial fluid allows the free movement of heart and acts as a shock absorber. Okay, pericardial fluid acts as a shock absorber and allows the free movement of heart. Nothing but contraction, relaxation, contraction, relaxation, contraction, relaxation. Okay, so this is over the structure of heart, external structure of heart. External structure of heart. Okay. Next, this is the heart wall. This is the heart wall. So this is heart wall. This heart wall contain three layers. Heart wall contain three layers. epicardium, myocardium, and endocardium. Okay. Epicardium. Outer layer is called epicardium. Epicardium. Next, middle myocardium, and inner endocardium. Endocardium. Okay. So, in the heart wall, three layers are present. Outer layer is called epicardium, middle layer is called myocardium, and inner layer is called endocardium. Okay. So, middle myocardium is most important layer in the heart wall. Most important layer. Middle myocardium is most important layer in the heart wall. This is most important. Okay. Right. Next one, come to the external structure. This is our introduction about heart. Next one, external structure of heart. External structure of this is external. This is right atrium. This is a right ventricle. This is a left ventricle. Okay. Right. Upper two chambers are called atria. Lower two chambers are called ventricle. Lower two chambers are called ventricle. Upper two chambers are called atria. Lower two chambers are called ventricle. Okay. Yeah. Atria and ventricles are separated by a transverse groove. So this is called coronary sulcus. Okay, this is called coronary sulcus. Atria externally, both atria and ventricles are separated by a transverse groove. This is called coronary sulcus. This is called coronary sulcus. Okay. So, next, muscular pouches are formed from atria. Muscular pouches are formed from atria. These muscular pouches are called auricular appendix. Muscular pouches are formed from atria. These are called auricular appendix. Auricular. Okay. Auricular appendix. Auricular. What is auricular? Okay. What is auricular appendix? A muscular pouches like structures arises from atria. These are called auricular appendix. So, auricular appendix which are related to dash only atria, not ventricle, not ventricle. Okay. So, this is most important between. Okay. Right. So, this is over the external structure of the heart. Next, to come to the internal structure of the internal structure of the heart. Okay. So, Next one atrium. Next ventricle. Next nodular tissue. Nodular tissue. Next aortic arch. Aortic arch. Okay. So these parts are present in the internal structure of heart. Okay, right. First one, this is this is yet this is the right atria. This is the left. Right atrium is larger than left atrium. Right atrium is larger than left atrium. What is the reason? Right atrium collect deoxygenated blood from different body parts. Right atrium receives deoxygenated blood from different body parts. So, right atrium is larger than left atrium. Right atrium is larger than left atrium. This is most important. Okay, right. Next one. Internally, both atria are separated by interatricular. So this is interatricular interatricular septum. Okay. Internally, both atria are separated by interatricular septum. Okay. During fetal stage, during fetal stage, on the interatricular septum, one type of hole is present called okay, foramen oval. Foramen oval. It is called foramen oval. Okay. So after childbirth, when lungs becomes functional, after childbirth, when lungs becomes functional, this foramen oval gradually close. This foramen oval gradually close and converted into fossa oval. Okay. So, fossa, fossa oval, fossa oval. Okay. So this is most important bit. Okay. Next, right atrium receives deoxygenated blood from different body parts through two precaval veins and one postcaval. Okay. So through two precaval veins and one postcaval. Next, right atrium also receives the deoxygenated blood from heart walls, nothing but epicardium, myocardium, and endocardium. Okay, so through coronary sinus, right atrium also receives the deoxygenated blood from heart walls like epicardium, myocardium, and endocardium through coronary sinus, coronary, coronary sinus. Okay. The coronary sinus is a blood vessel. Okay. This coronary sinus opens into right. So this coronary. Okay. So this coronary sinus is opens into right. The opening of coronary sinus, okay, is regarded by Fabaceous one. Is regarded by Fabaceous one. So this is one. So this is one. The opening of this is coronary sinus. This is coronary sinus. Okay. This is coronary. Uh, The opening of coronary sinus into right atrium is regarded by valve of Thebes. Is regarded by valve of Thebes. Okay, or Thebezius valve, anyone, or Thebezius valve. Thebezius, Thebezius valve. Okay, so this Thebezius valve. Next, post cable vein also opens into right.